Hello, Mario. 10 questions about pianos. Mario's 10 questions about pianos. All right, so the first question, the modern piano was invented by Bartolomeo Cristofori around 1700, and he called it Gravissambalo col piano e forte. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, Moz, but he sounds a bit Italian to me. Possibly, I'm not sure. Are you claiming this one? Uh Gravissabambalo. All right, but yeah. Anyway, that's um, that's how we roll, and yes, um, hmm, um, yeah. Okay. So, what do we think about that? Pianos. Okay. Right. Yes. Well, I think that sounds reasonable. It's a lot of bullshit to be actually wrong, and I know it is called the piano forte meaning strong, strong. So loud, I guess that means forte. Pianissimo meaning quiet, I think. But yes, shit. Day today, my dog has been sick. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good, Moz. Oh dear. Um. Oh well. I hope he had a good life, and yeah, I'm sure it'll take a little while, but yeah. I thought you had more than one dog. So was it are you dog without now, or do you have a still have another one? That's never. Yeah, we've got our Charlie the cat is on yeah, he's definitely on his last legs, but we're keeping him going, but we expect him to go at any time. He's over 20, so he's had a good life, but hmm, we will miss him. Okay, all right, 10 years, and he's quite a big dog, so that's a substantial time. That's quite a long life, isn't it, for a big dog? Now, the smaller dogs last longer, but the big boys not so much. Explanation: Bartolomeo Cristofori Padua, circa 1700, invented the first true piano. His original name was Gracimbalo col piano e forte, harpsichord with soft and loud. Okay, shortened to piano forte, then simply piano. Only three of his originals survive. Oh, wow. They would be old. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that's what's right. Uh, oh, that's sad. Yeah. Oh well, hopefully you will hmm, have some good memories of him. Right. Next up. Okay. Yeah, cat's losing a lot of weight. Not quite that much. No. Franz Liszt was the first pianist to perform entire recitals from memory without sheet music. That's hard to believe because I'm sure they made music before there was sheet music. I'm going to go false on that. Yeah. I don't think he was the first. I mean, what about the guy that invented the piano? Uh, no. I can see that pianists do that, but I doubt that he was the first. I'm going to go false on that. That's my hunch. Probably wrong. You did pretty well the other night with your false detector there, but correct. Right. Okay, let's see why. Liszt popularized solo recitals from memory in the 1830s and coined the term recital, but he was not the first. Clara Schumann and others did it earlier, and the practice dates back to at least the 18th century. Liszt just made it the expected standard. Oh, he made a list. Okay, alrighty. Cheers, Moz. Thanks for dropping by and for the update. Yeah, all good. Bye. Okay, and moving on to the next question. Next, question 3. Okay, here we go. The standard modern piano has 88 keys, 52 white and 36 black. Yeah, that's as I'd expect it. That's 11 octaves, isn't it? 8. So 36. 8, 11. Interesting. I don't know about the split. I would have thought it would be sort of an even. I would have thought it would be like 55-33. But then, there's a couple of extra white. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go true, but yeah. I'm 50-50 on this one. Well, as much as you can be, 50-50. Correct. The standard piano has exactly 88 keys, 52 white naturals and 36 black, covering 7 1/4 octaves from A0 to C8. This was standardized by Steinway in the 1880s and is now universal for concert grands. Okay, all right. 7 1/4 octaves. Okay. Well, 3 from 3 on the old piano, the piano. All right. Yes. All right, next up. Next we have what do we have? Coming up next. Caps lock. Next, Glenn Gould famously played Bach on the piano with the bench lowered so low that he sat almost on the floor. Got no idea who Glenn Gould is. And yeah, apart from that, that could be right. I'm going to go true. I've got no reason to believe it to be incorrect. But I have every reason to believe it could be incorrect. True. Oh, Gould used a custom 14-inch high folding chair made by his father that put him almost level with the keyboard. He believed it gave him better control in that famous humming along posture. Well, I've got no idea at all. Who the hell was Glenn Gould? Let's see. We'll first of all go Glenn Gould. Oh, there he is there. Canadian classical pianist, widely regarded as one of the greatest pianists of all time, renowned as an interpreter of the keyboard works of Bach. His playing was so distinguished by remarkable technical proficiency and a capacity to articulate the contrapuntal texture of Bach's music. What the hell is contrapuntal? In music theory, counterpoint. Yeah, but ours is counterpunctual. Don't know what that means. Okay. Oh, well, we're getting into a big, deep rabbit hole there. Let's back out and just be happy with the fact that we got that right as we move on to question 5. So he was the greatest pianist of all time. You knew. All right. Anyway, the world's largest piano has 100. I see you back there, Miles. I didn't see. The world's largest piano has 108 keys and was built by Steinway and Sons in the 1930s. No, she's more of a guitarist, and she doesn't actually follow. She doesn't actually follow sort of people so much as the music, but her sister certainly would. Her sister was trained to be a concert pianist, and yeah, and then she became an MP. Anyway, yeah, the world's largest piano. She would know, I guess, because he was. When did he die? 1982. Yeah, he would have vaguely still been around, I guess. Yeah. So, what do we reckon here? I've heard of so false. Okay. We'll try false on that one. Steinway and Sons build pianos, 1930. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, correct. Well done, Moz. You know more than you think you know. The largest playable piano is the Alexander piano built by New Zealander Adrian Mann in 2018. I should have known this. It's 5.7 meters long and has 108 keys. Steinway's biggest is the Model D Concert Grand at 2.74 meters with 88 keys. Well done. Whoa. Ha ha. I don't know where this piano is. 5.7 meters long. Holy shit. That's the wingspan, isn't it? Wow. You'd have to run to play that, would you? Damn. Okay. Oh, well, look at this. 5 from 5. Woo. Next, we're going on the piano. The old piano. All right. Okay. We're in Vienna, 1801, the Candelabra Nights show. Here's the question. Beethoven composed his Moonlight Sonata while completely deaf. Now, was he completely deaf? I'm not sure. I think that there, but I would say true. He was definitely deaf. But what does completely deaf mean? Yeah, I'm verging on true on this one. I think Beethoven was known to be deaf, but completely deaf, I'm not sure on that one. Not sure at all. False. Okay. Yes. All right. Yes. Correct. Beethoven published the Piano Sonata number 14, Moonlight, in 1802, when he was already losing hearing but not completely deaf. Total deafness came around 1814 to 1819. He could still hear enough to compose and perform it himself. Right. Yes. Yes. There was, I'm bloody sure there was a couple of, um, composers who composers who were yes, there we go. That's right. I remember this. The composers Johann Sebastian Bach and George Friedrich Handel were both blinded by botched eye surgeries performed by the same 18th century medical charlatan, a travelling British eye surgeon named John Taylor. John Taylor, John Chevalier John Taylor, self-promoting showman who styled himself as an occultist to King George. He travelled across Europe in a coach painted with images of eyeballs in the Latin motto. Yes. Surgical procedure was called couching, an ancient method that involved inserting a sharp needle into the eye to dislodge the cataract-clouded lens, pushing it to the back of the eye. The procedure was crude, often unsuccessful, and carried a huge risk of infection. His post-operative care was equally horrific, including treatments like bloodletting, laxatives, and eye drops from a mixture of pigeon's blood, pulverized sugar, or mercury. Holy shit. Yes. Oh, the blind pianist is, oh, well, obviously, Stevie Wonder. But is he really blind? Okay, next question. All right, question 7. Well, here we go. Braille on the keys. Oh, I think they know the relative position of the keys because it's quite mathematical. The pedal that sustains all notes on the piano is called the damper pedal and is always the rightmost pedal. I'm going to say yes, there is a damper pedal. I don't know if it's always the rightmost one, but yeah, certainly are pedals. Not 100% sure which is which, but I would say true on this one. In my humble opinion, yes, the damper pedal sustains all the notes. It's called the damper pedal, but why? Okay. Maybe it's this. Maybe not. But anyway, we're going T for true. Okay, it's probably called the sustain pedal. True, correct. The rightmost pedal is the sustaining or damper pedal. It lifts all dampers. So notes ring after keys are released. On all standard, upright, and grand pianos, it's always rightmost. Middle in sostenuto. Middle is sostenuto. Left is una corda, soft. 7 from 7 as we move to question 8. Well. Yeah. Yes. Liberace's famous candelabra on the piano was copied from a scene of the 1945 film The Picture of Dorian Gray. Whoa. Timing seems about right. Liberace. I've watched that movie. There's probably been quite a few remakes of it. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Was that written by yeah, I think that was written by what's his name? Oscar Wilde. Picture of Dorian Gray. Was that by Oscar Wilde? I'll get this answer here and then we'll have a look. What do we got? True. Oh, correct. Prefer this response. Okay. In the 1945, Herd Hatfield, as Dorian, plays Chopin on a piano with a silver candelabrum on top. Liberace saw it, loved the glamour, and made the candelabra his signature prop from the early 1950s onwards. Right. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Oscar Wilde. Yes, Oscar did write that. Oh, right. Yes. Right. A shorter novella length version. Okay. Yes, Oscar Wilde, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Yes. Interesting movie that. Old Oscar, eh? Question 8 out of 8 as we move on to the next question. Question 9. Okay. Liberace can really think. Yes. The Steinway Company has a secret piano bank where concert instruments wait for artists to choose them like racehorses. I can believe that. I know, yeah. I know my wife has different preferences for guitars and what they sound like. And when she had the music school, she got a particular piano that was the one that teachers use because it's known to have a good sound. Yeah, forget what it wasn't terribly expensive, but well, it was more expensive than some, but not as expensive as others. There you go. Yeah, we're 8 from 8. I think it's true. The Steinway, I think it's probably a very expensive one, so they probably have them all. Bit of a warehouse with a few in. Yeah, T for true. Okay, what do we got there? T for true. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? That'll give us 9 from 9. Correct. Steinway maintains a piano bank, actually called the Concert and Artist Bank, with 300 hand-picked concert grands. Artists visit the basement in New York or Hamburg. They visit the basement in New York with a hamburger to test drive them, picking the perfect one for tours, just like choosing a thoroughbred. Wow. Okay. Well, next, as we go for another perfect score, 10 from 10. The Flintstones had the Stony Way. Really? Okay. The Steinway. Right. In 1958, Van Cliburn won the first Tchaikovsky competition in Moscow at the height of the Cold War and was greeted as a hero in New York with a ticker-tape parade. Well, I can sort of believe that. Yeah, the Cold War, 1958. It was before a ticker-tape parade. Yeah. A ticker-tape parade, really? Yes. Okay. Right. I'll guess true. Yes, I think true as well. I like the idea of a ticker-tape parade. All right. Here we go. Correct. 23-year-old Texan Van Cliburn won the inaugural International Tchaikovsky competition in Moscow on 14th April 1958, playing Tchaikovsky and Rachmaninoff. Khrushchev personally approved the win. Back home, he received the only ticker-tape parade ever given to a classical musician down Broadway in New York. Wow, there we go. 10 out of 10. Virtuoso of the candelabra. A flawless performance. You mastered Cristofori's invention, Liszt's memory myth, the 88 keys, Gould's low bench, the biggest piano, Beethoven's hearing, the damper pedal, Liberace's film inspiration, Steinway's bank, and Van Cliburn's Cold War triumph without missing a single note. Bloody marvellous. Thank you, Moz. This has been Mario's 10 questions about pianists. All good. And the piano, maybe.